One night, Magnus travels to Paris, hoping to explore what lies beneath the city over 300 km of hidden tunnels holding 6 million skeletons, and stories very few people ever get to see for themselves.
So this is a video I never thought I'd make.
Oh, that is crazy. It's just endless.
Beneath the busy streets of Paris lies a vast underground network known as the catacombs. Over 300 kilometers of dark, sprawling tunnels stretching silently below the city. A huge maze that very few people have ever seen. Surrounded by stories of disappearances, secret gatherings, and huge walls lined up with bones and skulls. But even just getting inside wasn't gonna be easy. Entrances are hidden, access is restricted, and finding someone willing to take you down there, especially with a camera, is almost impossible. But we thought we had found a way. So we traveled to France, hoping to explore what lies beneath Paris. But what I was about to witness, I could never have imagined.
If it gets any deeper than this, I'm gonna freak out. I'm actually getting a little bit creeped out. I think we should get out of here. Oh, there's someone coming. So they're gonna be here in 10 minutes, they say. Hopefully they're gonna show up. We're just on some random street. We have no idea how to get there. And we're not allowed to even show how we get there. We have to blur a lot because they want it to be a secret how to get there. They don't want more people there. And the map looks like a maze. Going there without guides would be totally irresponsible. And even with guides, there's a possibility of getting lost. That is like the main thing, is if you get lost in there, you're not gonna find your way out. I have no idea who I'm looking for because I've never met these people in my life. They didn't even have like really an Instagram profile, no photos or nothing. So I've heard stories about people going down there and being robbed by their guides. Hopefully they're not gonna try to rob us.
Getting in isn't easy. His guide is a stranger he's never met, someone who insists their faces stay hidden, because down here, cameras have been smashed before, and guides have even robbed the people they let inside.
One thing, the camera,
Yeah.
if they are other people,
Yeah.
you have to hide it.
Okay.
Because they can smash it, they can
Yeah. You can get mad.
destroy it, because you really have to
Yeah.
hide it in the microphone.
Yeah, yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it's a LED
Yeah.
light, so be careful
Keep it on the inside.
that they don't see.
Yeah. So you call yourself catophiles, right? That's the name? How many catophiles are there, would you say?
How many? Could not exactly. It may be a few hundred people. They are living there. You know, they are staying here for days or maybe sometimes weeks, and they are asking other people to bring them like food or things to survive here.
You say if people see our cameras, they can get really mad and
Yes.
try to smash the cameras. So we should be a little bit mindful of that. So that is around 10 meters down there.
That one's pretty.
I can see why you would get lost in here already. It's like
I have a map.
you have a map. Problem with the map is if you don't know where you are on the map, then it becomes useless.
And I'm maybe not the biggest caterpillar, you know.
Okay.
But I did comb a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, I'm going not often because the thing is that I don't really like the catacombs people anymore. The people that you meet here in the room, they are some other people that are taking like hard drugs.
Okay.
They're just coming here to getting high.
Yeah. And that's maybe why they're a little bit dangerous sometimes too.
So even though we had only been down there for around 20 minutes at this point, I was already completely lost. My sense of direction was non-existent. When people
20 minutes in, Magnus is already lost. Every tunnel looks identical, and he starts to understand why people who wander in alone sometimes never make it back out.
say it's like a maze down here, they really aren't exaggerating. Every twist and turn feels identical and disorienting. We were now completely reliant on our guide to navigate, and soon we saw the first traces of the people that live down here.
Oh wow, that's creepy. The ape? Monkey?
They
Oh, they're actually pretty though. Like they've done a good job. So that's an actual skull, right?
and behind you can see the...
Oh, there's all... That is creepy. That's the first time ever I've seen. So that is actually human teeth.
Yes.
That is so... And there's 6 million people buried down here, right?
6
million skeletons. That's more than population of Norway. And these catacombs filled up with skeletons during the plague, right? A lot of people died during the plague and they didn't know where to bury the bodies, so that's when they put it underground.
Yes.
Actually, when we waited for you up there,
Yes.
there were 2 people coming up to us and asking what we were going to do, and we said, oh, we're going down to the catacombs. And they told me, I hope you have a good guide, because there are some people said that they've even been robbed down here.
Yes, it can be dangerous.
But no one should go down here alone though, right? I've heard people use like the glow sticks, so they put markers on the wall, and then when you light it up, it like glows up. But
Yeah.
Then the guide freezes. Someone's coming. They scramble to hide the cameras, a reminder that the wrong encounter down here could turn into a manhunt.
there's someone coming.
So you was on?
That was pretty sketchy. It was close, but we managed to hide our cameras just in time. But it made us realize how alert we were going to have to be down here.
Deeper in, they wade through flooded passages rising past the hip, human bone dust underfoot, the guide warning that a wrong turn here with no light left could be fatal.
This section has a lot of deep water. Ooh, that was deep. Oh, wow. Ooh. It feels like clay, like a sinkhole almost. So you're saying that you're not sure that we are able to cross this? It might be too deep?
We have to see if it's going high or not. And I can remember one time we had to get our backpack on our head,
Yeah.
because the water was going
Oh, wow.
for our necks. So
Ooh.
let's see.
That's like my worst nightmare, to be trapped in here with like, if the water comes up to here and you can't breathe. That'd be a terrifying way to go. All right, so it's getting really, really deep here. I don't know if you guys see this, but I'm like to my hip right now. Whoa, yeah, that's deep. Okay, I'm just gonna... That is very deep. I bet this water is pretty dirty too. This is fine so far, but if it gets any deeper than this, I'm gonna freak out. The water is probably so dirty because it's not moving at all in here, so I'm like, I don't want to touch the water, really.
Finally, they reach the secret graveyard, a chamber stacked floor to ceiling with skulls. Magnus calls it the most unsettling thing he's ever seen, and just wants out.
I didn't think that there was anything down here. Oh, wow. What the? This is so crazy. Oh my god, look at this. It's just stacked. And look at the skulls. So right now we're right below a churchyard, and that's why there's so many down here. Look at the wheelbarrows. These look ancient. So these are probably from the 1800s. You see all the rust and shit on it. And also you can see the mold on the skulls. That is kind of nasty. Wow. There must be thousands in here alone. And they're also like organized. I wonder who had that job of sorting all this stuff. Like, it's just endless. So this place where we are now is the most secret spot. It's very hard to find. If it wasn't for our guide, we would never find this place. Very few people have been down here. It's crazy that the teeth are still intact. The teeth look perfect and white, some of them. This is one of, if not, it's probably the most spooky thing I've ever seen. I don't believe in ghosts, but if I did, I would be terrified. Some people say that there are cults hanging down here. Hopefully we're not going to meet anyone tonight, any cult. But this is crazy. This is unbelievable. The fact that this is right underneath Paris, like busy streets with modern lights, and people have no idea that like just 15 meters below them is a graveyard full of 6 million people. I'm actually getting a little bit creeped out. I think we should get out of here. And the guide is supposed to wait for us. I don't want to.
On 17 July 2026, Grizzly Gaz heads into a stretch of forest steeped in folklore tales of a bad-tempered giant, mischievous Bogarts, and a phantom highwayman on the moors above.
The place we're camping in tonight is full of folklore tales.
Hello? Someone says hello back now. I'm going to shit my pants.
From giants with bad teeth.
This is bad, this. This is really bad.
Mischievous boggarts.
At least 2 of them. Oh. Look.
And the Devil's Bridge.
Did you just fart?
You little scruff. Keep that out of the tent, you. Obviously, with the heat wave that we've been having, I'm having to come out just as the sun's set for our Fenzel's sake, but look how dark it is in there already. So we're going to find a way into there, find a place to camp, and then I'll tell you the folklore tales.
That'll do, won't it, pig? Eh? You're going to go under there? Yeah. Under there. Go on.
Good girl. Are you going to need your night vision on in here? You probably are, aren't you? I mean, look at it.
Fairly dark, isn't it? Hold on, I'll put your night vision on. What's that like? Is that better? Can you see now? This way, mate. Come on.
Oh, it's nice and quiet in here. Maybe a bit too quiet. Now, I've already seen a deer on my way in here. And, hey, that rhymes that, doesn't it? And I've already seen a hare as well that darted out in front of me, but I wasn't quick enough to get it on film. But they should be the only things that'll be keeping us company tonight in these woods, because the gates get locked at 8:30 and we're now 9:30, so there shouldn't be anyone in this forest except for little old me and Fenzel, of course.
Camp goes up in a quiet clearing, but the quiet doesn't last. As darkness falls, a strange whooping, whirring noise starts drifting through the trees, unlike anything he can place.
That noise again.
It's either the giant with bad teeth or the sloth from Goonies.
Now, hey, I've got a bigger torch with me. Oh, I don't know if I charged it up. We might have to use it sparingly for when we hear or see stuff. You alright, little dude? Are you having a piddle? Alright, okay. Sounds like the ducks are going mad. Down there's a reservoir over here somewhere. Come on this way, mate. Are you smelling tree? What can you smell? Fendi. Fendi. Hey. Come on. You little trumper. What is it, mate? Come on this way.
He sets off to find the source. Working through the legend of Ogden, the giant said to haunt these woods, all while the noise keeps circling him in the dark.
Legend of the giant's tooth centres around a massive, noisy giant named Ogden. Who lived on the rugged Ovenden Moor overlooking Ogden Water. Unlike many shy, quiet giants of British folklore, Ogden was a massive nuisance to everybody in the surrounding valley. Sorry, I'm hearing things. You enjoying yourself there, kid? Oh, we're going up a hill now. Ogden spent his days throwing massive tantrums across the moors. He would stomp around shouting, kicking down mature trees, throwing stones at local wildlife and blocking up pristine valley streams with his massive feet. His anger made life difficult for everyone in the valley, prompting the local reserve park ranger to finally seek help. The ranger took his complaints to the chief of the local giants, a massive, ancient and wise giant named Dennis, who lived in a secluded cave over in a nearby den home. Dennis went to confront the rowdy giant for giving all the big uns a bad reputation across Yorkshire. When confronted, Ogden roared back that he wasn't intentionally trying to be mean. He was just in agonising pain from a terrible, rotting toothache. What can you smell, mate? I can smell that. What is that smell? It stinks, man. Fucking hell. Might be Ogden's rotting tooth somewhere, might it? so.
Deeper in, the smell turns foul. The birds go wild overhead, and every rustle in the brush has him convinced something's tracking him.
Dennis decided to perform some immediate giant-sized dentistry. Dennis tied one end of the thick, heavy rope tightly around Ogden's throbbing tooth. He tied the opposite end of the rope to a large wooden sail of a windmill standing at the top of the hill. Ogden braced his giant feet into the hillside. Dennis then blew at the windmill with all the power in his lungs, causing the sail to spin faster and faster. With a deafening pop and an almighty scream from Ogden, the rotten tooth was yanked completely free. It sailed high into the sky before crashing down into the heather on the high moor. With his toothache cured, Ogden finally calmed down and became quiet, leaving only the sound of a distant rumbling snore on hot summer days. While the whitewashed stone known as the Giant's Tooth sits on the trail exactly where it landed after the windmill extraction. Fendi. Oi, don't be running off. Come here. Good girl. And that was the end of Ogden's nuisance. There's also a phantom highwayman that travels the moors just beyond this forest.
Wandering further off the path, he hears what sounds like a voice, a soft hello, answering back from somewhere close in the trees. He nearly bolts on the spot.
I've just heard like a humming, like and we're fairly close. Hello? If someone says hello back now, I'm going to shit my pants. Hello? Maybe I'm just hearing stuff. The size of them foxgloves.
Rattled, he loses the trail back to his tent, stumbling through dead branches and eerie forest shelters in the pitch black before finally, with relief, finding his camp again.
Pigeon number 2. Alright, dude. Oh man, this is bad, this. This is really bad. Oh look, one of them structure things there. That's creepy witchcrafty stuff, isn't it? Oh, did I just see? Is that eye shine or is it my tent? Please let it be my tent and not eye shine. I think that's my tent. I hope this is my tent as well and not rolling up on someone's camp. Suppose we'll soon find out, won't we? Hello? No, that's my tent. Pretty sure of it. You're right over that, mate. Come on. That's it. Just drag yourself over if you need to.
Mo Sargi heads deep into his 200-acre forest property to test out a massive hot tent camping alone. Deep in the same woods where he's tracked strange metallic noises and Bigfoot prints before.
That sounds terrifying. Sergeants, welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna be doing some camping deep in my forest. Now I'm not gonna be camping inside of my cabin today. I'm gonna be camping inside this hot tent sent to me by Cootie. I'm very excited to try it out because this thing is supposed to fit a lot of people. And I'll explain more about it to you guys as I'm setting it up and where I'm gonna set it up and why I'm setting it up where I'm gonna set it up. Yeah guys, I've always wanted a hot tent and Cootie sent me this massive military style tent. And this thing is supposed to be inflatable and I'm eager to try that part out. And honestly, I've heard good reviews about this company and these type of tents, so I'm gonna go ahead and link them down below and in my comment section, so if you guys want to get your hands on one. Originally I wanted to actually do this video deep in the forest in an area that's kind of open space, but it's very hard to get to on foot even without snow. And right now the snow is literally still waist deep, so going there is probably not gonna be the best plan with a tent this big. So I'm gonna do the next best thing. I feel like the airstrip will be a perfect area to build this thing and just camp out the night in. But before I do that, I'll actually want to go in here and see if there's a better spot, because close by there is a better spot. I might have to dig it out with a shovel, but let's go and take a look at it. Well, I mean, the snow is deep, but it's not that bad. It did melt the other day. Oh, cool. Woodpecker holes. Alright, so this is a spot that I really want to do it in. Well, we've had some fresh tracks going this way. This area here, I think this area is so beautiful, you guys. And camping the night here would be kind of cool because we're deeper in the forest and we got open skies over here in case I gotta put a solar panel for anything. The only problem with this is that this has to get dug out. Now, I don't think I can get my backhoe in here. I don't want to break down any trees. And the ATV plow is not going to do it. But yeah, we got the airstrip right out there. This is such a beautiful area. I think I'm definitely going to do it here. I wonder if I can get the ATV in here. There's a possibility I can. It might actually make things much easier. That was probably a bad idea.
He clears a campsite, sets up the tent and stove, and settles in for the night, but as the fire warms the tent, he catches something moving in the dark nearby. Something big he can't identify.
Center it out and everything, but man, this thing is cool. You can rain all at once now, and I'm not going to get wet in there, but I don't even think like the water will get in regardless because this thing's waterproof. But if it's like heavy duty rain, yeah, you put this on. Right now I don't need this on, and you probably wouldn't need this on during the winter time because it doesn't have a hole for the chimney unless you cut it yourself, but that defeats the purpose of having a rain guard. So I'm gonna take this thing back off. I just wanted to see what it looked like on here. I think this stove is ready to actually go inside. Once the fire dies down and cools down, I'm gonna put it inside. Also, I've been hearing some very strange noises, minus that drone sound right now, and back there. And I could swear I seen something moving back there. Something big. I don't know what it is, but it startled me off camera. So, yeah, we got to keep an eye out for that. I'm going to go grab my gun in a little bit too. Really wish I was recording audio on this camera when I was doing the tarp. Yeah, something back there was making some very weird noises. Noises that I've never heard before. So I'm using the drone right now to see if
Uneasy, he grabs his rifle and heads out on foot to investigate, following an old bear trail deep into the trees, headphones amplifying every sound around him.
I should go get my gun. Yeah, I'm gonna send the drone back, go grab my gun, and let's go into the bear trail and see if there's anything lurking around. Because the bear trail, it loops around this part of my forest. Yeah, that was creepy. That was a growl for sure. As you guys can see, that this trail has not been driven on in a while. Snowed in, a little bit deep, but I should be able to get in there. I'm looking for tracks right now. All I see is deer. I don't see anything bigger. A lot of deer coming through here. I just want to see what the hell growled at me, man. Like, what the heck was that? All right, y'all know I brought the Mossberg Patriot with me. Just gonna shut off the ATV a minute here.
Then it comes a low, guttural growl, close enough to freeze him in place. He calls it before he even finishes the sentence.
Also concerned I might run into that today, being out here alone. Hopefully not. Hello? You guys heard that? That was like a growl. That was definitely a growl.
Back at the fire, he hears what sound like wolves circling near camp, drawn in by the smell of cooking meat, and admits it's terrifying even as he stays put.
I think those are wolves. Yeah, and this is why I've got my gun with me. They probably smell that food. That sounds terrifying. But really fucking cool at the same time. Alright, gotta keep my eyes open.
By morning, the tent has held strong and nothing came for him in the night, but he's exhausted. And the woods still haven't given up all their secrets.
Currently the morning, and I am feeling rough today. I slept like absolute garbage. I need an inflatable bed in here or something. I do have one, but I didn't bring it with me because I want to just try camping on the ground and see how that works out. Because like, I assumed there'd be some like, you know, comfortable snow underneath the tent, but I cleared it so good and it got so warm out that everything melted underneath, which is crazy. But it didn't get too cold last night. It's actually like 10 degrees Celsius this morning. It's freaking warm out. It's beautiful. It's sunny. And fire died a couple of times. I had to wake up a couple of times and turn the fire back on. But all in all, this tent held up pretty good. It really did. Now, I actually did not hear anything out of the ordinary last night, so I didn't have to get out and investigate or shoot anything. So I'm happy about that. But guys, I slept like a bag of bricks. I feel like a bag of bricks this morning.
Thomas Locke sets off for a solo wild camp with his dog Archie, running late after the gym, racing the sunset to reach a spot he'd scouted weeks before on OS maps.
Nah. What the fuck was that? I've inadvertently started what I'm going to call Operation Sleep Like a Baby. At least I hope that's how it ends up working out. I've just come back from a really heavy leg day at the gym. I'm still sweating like mad. It took half an hour longer than I expected it to, so I am leaving for this wild camp half an hour late. The sun sets in 40 minutes. I need to drive 20 minutes and then I need to walk 20 minutes, so the sun will be past sunset by the time I actually find my spot and pitch up. But I'm still going to do it. So let's go. Look at that sunset, Archie. Even the sunset reflected in the car looks amazing. This is going to be great. I'm going to be an absolute feast for the mozzies tonight because I'm covered in sweat from the gym. This isn't the place I wanted to go to today, but sun's setting. The actual place I wanted to go to was about a 40-minute drive. There was just not enough time. Even now, it's going to be getting dark very, very soon. Anyway, that's us over there. And this is the happiest dog in the world right now. He's in his element. Just an open field, just hanging out. Amazing. And this is us. Ooh. This looks well maintained as far as footpaths go. Oh dear. Not really any way to avoid the nettles, is there? The thorns. Oh man, I can't even see a semblance of a path. Can't you, viewers? So allegedly, around the side. Oh, I see something here. Yeah. She's got the right idea.
By the time he finds a trail deeper into the trees, something already feels wrong, not dangerous exactly. Just like he stepped somewhere he shouldn't be.
And wrong. Just feels like I've entered somewhere I shouldn't be, you know. Oh, as long as Archie's alright, I'll be alright. I think there might be another path over there. That gate. Yeah, very close to that other trail. But it's a small wood, isn't it? Archie? Archie? What's that about? Oh man, I don't know. Tell you what I'll do. I'll get some food going, get some smidge spray on,
and then I'll see how I feel. Just doesn't feel right. Let's get some food on. Just my mind playing tricks on me.
He starts cooking dinner, trying to shake it off, when Archie's tail drops completely. The dog fixates on one spot in the trees and won't look away.
This dog's tail, he keeps looking over there. His tail. It's just completely dropped. He keeps looking in that direction. Just birds, mate, just birds. Yeah, fuck it. Nah. Something's fucky. Something's fucky. Pardon my language. The first time I've ever sworn on this channel. Does that prove that something feels genuinely off? We're out here, man. We're gone.
The woods go dead silent. No birds, no crickets, nothing despite being loud with wildlife just minutes earlier. Thomas decides he's not staying.
Dead quiet, the birds. The birds have all gone quiet. Except for that one. See, it feels completely different here. This feels so different. Here, compared to in there. I don't know what that was, I don't know what I just felt. I know what the comments are going to be. I was going to talk about how someone's commented and said, oh, if you're a naturally nervous person, maybe camping isn't right for you. It's going to be like, thumbnail was going to be, should I quit camping, question mark. It's going to be a great bloody clickbait, not really, emotive title. Yeah, man, I don't know. I was going to talk about how this one guy was like, oh, you should quit camping if you're overly nervous, and I was going to be like, no, I'm not overly nervous. Yeah, here I am camping in a forest on my own. I just had doubts because two people approached me in the middle of my last video. But that was something different, man. Probably just overreacting. I look back at the content and it's just absolutely fine, but first I go in and I get this feeling of trespassing, like, not legal trespassing, like spiritual trespassing, you know, where I'm feeling like this is...
He and Archie hike back out fast, Thomas admitting he can't wait to review the footage and see if it was all in his head.
Let's leave, Archie. I once again feel that overwhelming urge to get the hell out and just go, which is exactly what I'm doing. I can't wait to look back at this footage and determine whether, like, my fears were justified, if it was just like my mind clearly playing tricks on me. That Archie was actually super calm and that it was nothing. But man, that didn't feel like nothing. Right now it doesn't feel like, you've already noticed my voice has gone quiet.
Then, Just as he's recording his closing thoughts from a safe distance, a sound erupts from the exact spot they just left, followed by a longer, pained cry unlike anything he recognizes. He doesn't hang around to figure out what it was.
Mate, maybe I should quit camping. As I'm like looking out and thinking, right, I'm wrapping up this video. This is gonna be the last shot of the video. I'm gonna record myself looking out over the forest, you know, just looking out over the forest, saying, yeah, no, I don't feel any guilt about the decision I've made. So I don't know, you know, these are my closing thoughts on the whole situation. End of video, bang. Right as that happens, I hear a noise from the forest area that I was just at that was like, "Arr!" And I'm not even joking, that sounds like I'm taking the mick, but I'm not. And then all of the birds, all of the crows, which I hadn't heard, there were crows about, but they were like in the fields. I can hear loads of crow activity in the forest. And then I hear a longer, kind of slightly more pained, "Arr!" which is not, it wasn't a human sound, it's not like any animal I know. Like the deer sound that we heard in the forest in the other video, like, I was kind of joking when I was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't hear that in the night, because you hear that and it's like, yeah, that's sort of like a bark, isn't it? Like, I know deers make noises, I know that foxes make noises, so you can justify that, but I have no idea what that sound was. I've never been more vindicated in a decision I've made. I was literally saying.
Chris Baird, a paranormal investigator who's filmed here before with friends, drives out alone to Purgatory Road, one of the most haunted stretches of woods in America, miles from any phone signal.
Alright, I don't know if you guys missed the big news, but I cut my hair, and that's not what this video is about, but I just want to let you know that I'm now probably 3 to 5 pounds lighter, and it feels great. But welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. My name is Chris Baird. If you guys don't know, I am a thrill seeker, paranormal investigator, do a lot of crazy stuff, and tonight I'm doing something super crazy. I've seen all your comments. You've seen a lot of farm content lately. I totally get it. So tonight I'm at Purgatory Road, one of the most haunted roads in all of America, and tonight I'm alone. I'm all by myself. All I have with me here is this lovely Honda Accord, which I'm going to be sleeping inside of tonight. I literally have a blanket and some other goodies, but mostly just me and the car. That's it. So here's my thought process. I've been to Purgatory Road a couple of times. I've been here with CJ, I've been here with Dylan. We have a lot of crazy stuff happen. The woods is literally all around us. Like, I don't know what you guys can see. I'm trying to kind of show behind me, actually. Let me try it again. So you can see all the woods behind me. It's wild. It's truly just like so desolate. I don't have any phone service. I know you guys hear us say that a lot. I mean it. There's no phone service. My phone's not going off right now. I'm alone out here. I also came out super late because I didn't want to be out here all night and into the evening with no service. So called my girlfriend, called my friends, told TJ and Dylan, like, hey, if you guys don't hear from me, I'm at Purgatory. Please come find me in my body if something happens, obviously. I don't know. Just, I want to try something different. I've never really been to Purgatory by myself. I've filmed here a few times and not posted about it because I've had some really weird stuff happen, but the videos weren't super exciting. So I like to give you guys some good content. So I'm here and I've decided that, hello? I get asked all the time, Chris, how can we help support you more than just watching your videos or subscribing to the channel? Well, I am super excited to announce that my merch has finally dropped. ChrisBairdFilms.com has everything you're looking for, from hoodies to hats, t-shirts, cups, phone cases, sweatpants, you name it. There's a bunch of cool stuff on there. I designed everything myself, and I am so excited for you guys to check it out. If you end up buying something, please make sure you tag me when you get it on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, at Chris Baird Films. I'll make sure I reach out, show some love, and repost it for you guys. It truly means the world to me that you guys show me so much love and support every day, and I can't thank you all enough. So if you can't afford merch, please don't worry about it. This is just for those people who want to know how they can support more. There you go, ChrisBairdFilms.com. Check it out. But that's it for me. Back to the video. Sound like a branch or something just broke. I know you guys.
Walking the desolate road with his spirit talker device, he stumbles on a scattering of animal carcasses and bones, unsure what could have left so many in one place.
What the hell? What the I did not know this was here. What is that? I don't know if that's a deer. That might be a deer. That's freaking creepy. I'm not gonna keep showing that. There's definitely a carcass over there, but is anyone here who wants to talk to me? My name is Chris. Just here to communicate with whatever lives in the forest out here. It is so quiet. What is that? You see that moving there? I swear something was just moving in the woods right there. I'm sure you guys know, there's been lots of stories. The story about the girl in the white dress, you know, who was like she was a bride, excuse me. Apparently she died down here, at least from what I've heard. These are stories I've heard. I don't know that they're factual. Hello? Oh my god, there's literally bones. There's another one. This is insane. Like, what happened down here? That's an actual skeleton. Like an animal deer head right there. And then all the fur from another one. Like, were animals like sacrificed down here? I don't know how there's so many dead animals over here.
Near the water, he asks whatever's out there to make a splash to prove it's real. He turns off his flashlight, counts down, and immediately hears one. Clear and undeniable.
The dark.
Do you want me to turn my light off? Is that what you're saying? If I turn my flashlight off, I'll do it. Yo, what was that? Did you guys hear that? That's crazy. Guys, I'm gonna turn my light off. If I do that, you need to make one splash noise for me and I'll leave you alone. I promise I'll walk away. So I'm hearing something towards the car. I've heard a noise up that way. And there's a lot of activity in this woods right here. Oh. Okay. If you guys are behind me now too, I can hear you. Clear as day behind me. There's a lot going on, guys. Alright, I'm gonna turn my light off in 5 seconds. You're gonna make that splash noise for me and I'm gonna turn it back on. It would literally make my day. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get the f out of here! Yo, there's no way! There's no way! There's no way that just happened. Oh.
Deeper in, he starts hearing footsteps behind him, branches breaking, movement circling from every direction, with no one else supposed to be out here for miles.
Like you might have breathed into my little device here, but again, I invite anything out here to please come talk into my device. I'll be able to hear what you say. You don't have to talk super loud, just whisper into my device, please. Alright guys, I actually heard, which was really weird, but it sounded like there was a disembodied voice probably 8 to 9 seconds into that recording. I don't know if my mic picked it up, but I hope we can hear it through here. So I keep hearing footsteps behind me. There's something in the woods moving. You understand me? It sounded like you might have breathed into my little device here, but again, I invite anything out here to please come talk into my device. I'll be able to hear what you say. You don't have to talk super loud. I keep hearing footsteps behind me. There's something in the woods moving. It sounded like you might have breathed into my little device here, but again, I invite anything out here to please come talk into my device. I'll be able to hear what you say. You don't have to talk super loud, just whisper into my device, please. Another voice. Right there. There was multiple. This is actually crazy. I'm hoping you guys are hearing the same stuff I was hearing, but it literally sounded like there was multiple different voices in that right there.
Alexander.
Get a lot of names. I don't always buy into the names just because it's interesting that it's just, what do they mean, right? I don't know what these names are, who they are, what they were. What the f was that? The problem is that my car is that way. That could have easily been something like bird, animal.
Gertrude.
Could have been Gertrude. Gertrude, stop scaring me, please. That's too much. Why is that tree?
Then, something screams. Chris breaks into a run back toward his car, breathless, convinced whatever made that sound wasn't human.
can see the car. That's the only reason I slowed down. Your boy's still a little bit out of shape. Doing my best though. Whoever's made that noise, I'm going back to the car. I'm done, I promise. I'm out of here. That still freaks me out a little bit. Okay. Oh, jeez. Sorry guys. I'm alone, and to hear noises like that close to me, there's no way there's anyone out here. I cannot chalk that out to be an actual human. There's no way. But I don't know what that was. Truthfully. I swear I saw something move. Like a shadow in there. I don't think that was human. I don't know what that was. But I'm not trying to stick around and find out. Safety's number one, but you know, we're trying to camp. We're trying to do some stuff, so I'm gonna go back to the car for a second. I just need...
Back in his locked car for the night, just as he starts to drift off, something breathes directly in his ear.
It's like someone just breathed in my ear. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Nope. Oh shit. Oh. I feel like such a little baby right now, guys. I really do. Take this to a microphone. Don't know if you guys could hear that or anything. I don't know what was heard, what was recorded, but at one point it sounded like something like I had breathed right in my ear. It was right in my ear. I kept walking, and then it sounded like someone broke a branch or made a weird someone broke. And I was running. That was so weird. And I felt like someone just pushed me. I don't know why I fell. I don't know how I fell. I don't know, you guys probably think I'm insane right now. I don't know. Sometimes you feel so dumb even posting stuff like this, because it's are they even gonna believe this shit? I just don't. I don't know how to explain what just happened. I truly don't. I'm lost for words right now. I don't know. Sorry guys, I'm just kind of lost, but